What happened with you and Omarion?
Brothers go separate ways sometimes, and I feel like he's doing his thing with his career, and I'm doing my thing, and sometimes you just kind of separate, We were really close at one point as far as like, we did a lot of projects together, and we did a lot of, movies and stuff together, and at a certain point, he went a separate way and I went mine. So,
wasn't it like a kind of a fallout at one point?
Nah,
no,
never was a fallout or anything like that. It just, just kind of happened.
Gotcha. I mean, with all the stuff you worked on, I mean, you did a lot of production, right? R. Kelly, you produced Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Okay, was that their first album?
I think the second album.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you do on that?
We produced a couple of records. One made the album called Where'd You Go? So we produced on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was after No No No?
Yeah. No 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 was their first album.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Wyclef did the remix, and then it was through the roof. Did you have any idea what they were about to do when you were?
Yeah.
Because No 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 was a hit, but
I actually did. We met Destiny Child for the first time when we were all like 17, and they were like 16, 17. They opened for us at a show in Houston, and this was before like anybody knew who they were, and we kind of started working with them back then, and that's kind of like how the relationship like kind of started from there, and it kind of grew from there, and we all were friends with the girls, and Matthew and Chris were like working together as far as business and everything like that. So our relationship started then. So I knew they were going to be huge, definitely. Like it was very obvious, and I knew they were stars. Even when we seen them out there in Houston, we was like they're going to be huge. Like it was no doubt that Beyonce was a superstar back then too as well. So
You fast forward to 2017, Beyonce is one of the most popular people on the planet.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Probably one of the top 5 most recognizable.
For sure. Definitely.
I mean, and music, yeah. I mean, who else you got? Like Rihanna,
yeah,
Jay-Z.
They all up there with the elite squad,
So you're not surprised at all?
No.
I mean, there was always the rumor about you and Beyonce.
Yeah.
Any truth in that?
Nah. When people are friends, we grew up together. Like I said, we met them when they were 17, and we always just was like really, really good friends. And people love to start their own kind of mess. You know what I'm saying? They see you together and it's like, oh, whatever. Immature, Destiny Child, they want to pair you together, but we were just always real cool.
Well, in general, it doesn't seem like any of your relationships are hitting the front page. Like, it seems like you've kept it all private.
I mean, I'm a very private person. I don't believe that my personal life has anything to do with my career. Very, very separate. If I worked at Target, I'm not gonna, all my Target employees are not gonna know what's going on when I go home. I'm gonna work at Target. I'm gonna do my thing. We're gonna have a good time when we at work, and when I go home, I go home.
So your relationships are completely off the radar.
Yeah, completely.
And the person you're having it with understands that it's off the radar.
Yeah, because it's not a public stunt. I feel like in order to be happy, you have to keep your private life private.
I'm 100% with you.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised how many people put everything like. First date. Yeah. You know what I mean? We moved in together.
Yeah.
Here's our baby. Like literally one day old. Like
when you allow people to get in, then they start creating, their own stories, which people start to believe because these other people are saying it, and then you find yourself kind of like buying into what people are doing with your relationship, and it's like, well, I thought this was our relationship. I didn't know that this was everybody's relationship. So, my thing is privacy is very important.
Yeah, I mean, because a relationship that starts on the internet usually ends on the internet.
That's right.
Right along with it. Like,
yeah.
I've seen it time and time again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just interesting how, because you're 36 at this point, you've really been able to just kind of navigate without the drama, without the, times where like nothing is happening. It seems like you constantly have managed to reinvent yourself and do different types of things, from acting to producing to singing to, to going solo and so forth. Like, what do you think was really the key to being able to do that? Because a lot of times someone gets in entertainment, they have one thing and then that's it.
I think being able to explore my talents and really just keeping a mellow head and not really buying into everything and all the hype that goes on along with it, and just being able to just focus on what I'm good at. I like to do what I'm good at. You know, I've always liked to do what I'm good at. I'm not the kind of person that wants to take on a new challenge that I'm not good at because I don't like to fail. So I think it was just time and focus, and always being focused on what I was doing at the moment, and allowing myself to really evolve, you know, with my business and everything like that, and the things that I learned, the things that I took, interest to, just putting my focus and time and energy into that, doing one thing at a time. And I think everything was just a natural progression for me.
I mean, when you look at what Immature did back then, and you look at the artist development behind that group, you guys didn't just show up one day and then boom.
Nah,
You could see how much work was behind it.
Yeah.
When you look at the record industry these days, and what I just want to say is, at the time that you guys were doing it, there was a number of groups that were heavily produced like that, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Packaged and so forth. When you look at the record industry these days, with how they look at groups and how they look at artist development, do you think that there could be another Immature?
No, because nowadays the social media and internet is so heavy. Everybody wants, see, before you wanted something to be put together and you wanted to see it come out. Now you want to see the process. It's like everybody's just so opinionated, and everybody feels like they get to, dictate to the artist what they need to be. And the world in the music industry is so heavily dictated from everybody in the internet, and if you don't have followers, you're not this. So it's just different. So I don't think there's ever, and who knows? I mean, I don't think anybody felt like Adele could ever sell all these records in a climate that no one sells records in. So you never know what's going to happen. I can't predict the future. Who knows? It could be, but people are so heavily involved with the process nowadays. They want to see the process. So, you can't, and artist development, you didn't see that process back in the day. When you had New Edition, you had us, you had B2K, nobody saw the process. You just saw the hard work that paid off, but you didn't really see the hard work. Nowadays people just want to see it all, and everything is just like, blah, it's all open, so.
I just interviewed Day 26, and you got to see what they had to go through.
Yeah, you got to see.
But ultimately get the success. I'm trying
to think it kind of takes away when you see what a person goes through to get there. It kind of takes away. It's not as magical. Yeah, it's not. It's like, I saw it. If somebody would have been watching Michael Jackson learn how to moonwalk, it wouldn't have been this big thing when he actually moonwalked on stage. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different.
No, that's true, man. Well, listen, Marques, congrats on everything you've done, man. Seems like you're just getting started, too.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Seems like you're just getting started, Well, congrats, man.
Thank you so much.